Hello and welcome to Regular Veteran. My name's Scott. Today I'm going to be doing a movie breakdown of Man Down starring Shia LaBeouf, Jai Courtney, Gary Oldman, Kate Mara. Clifton Collins was in it. He's been in so many things, you'll definitely recognize him. It's got a pretty bang up cast. This one, it's my first one saying, you know what, I don't like it. I really like Shia LaBeouf. I really love what he does. I picked this movie, I didn't even watch the trailer, I just saw who was in it and I was like, oh, this looks great, I'm gonna check it out. It's got like a Memento feel. They're trying to mix up the timeline. I can't really get into this one without spoilers, so consider this a spoiler alert. Stay tuned, I'll tell you all the things that I loved about it and hated about it. It honestly feels a little weird not liking this movie because I liked, all the characters. I liked the way that they acted. I didn't necessarily like every conversation. I thought some of them were a little hokey. I forgot my tools. The locations felt realistic, but then there was an element of just like, what the f is going on with that? Like, did they CGI something they didn't even have to? When I first started the movie, immediately it looked like there was like a fuzziness to it. It was a little blurry. They're doing that on purpose, that fuzzy-ish, like blurry little, it's that, why? I didn't understand it, so. The things I liked most about the movie were Shia's performance. He cried on demand at one point. His relationship was believable with every single character. I really liked a lot of the movie, but then some parts of it, I was like, wait a minute, is this the same people that put this same movie together? Because part of it feels like a real Hollywood movie, and then other parts I didn't understand, parts of it just not looking good at all. I feel like whoever has the raw footage of that movie could make it good, but you couldn't even re-edit the movie and make it better because, what it is, just how it stands, it just looks too fuzzy. The same filter that you would put on a film to make it feel nostalgic, they just used almost throughout their entire film. And it kind of gave like a kind of disorienting feel throughout the whole thing. And maybe that's what they were trying to do because this movie is about PTSD, but I just felt like it was not really utilized well, and I wanted to like this movie way more than I actually liked this movie. It's not that surprising that a movie about PTSD isn't all that entertaining. It's entertaining, but it's really more confusing than it is entertaining. I love movies that the timeline's all jumbled and you're trying to figure it all out, like Inception or, no, scratch that, not like Memento. Shia said it best in an interview that I watched where he was talking about the movie, and he said this is a small movie disguised as like some big actioneer war PTSD thing. It's really about how your job affects you. And that is very true. If you go into this thinking that you're gonna get some like crazy, awesome action flick, you're wrong. You're gonna be confused and unhappy when you come out of it. I wasn't even expecting anything and I was confused and unhappy. But if you look at all the reviews, there are plenty of reviews that are like, wait a minute, why is this movie not rated like a 10 out of 10? This is so good. I personally just didn't connect with the story. Okay. Trying to do something with PTSD and, making it confusing, and I thought that was a little bit It's like a PSA for PTSD. I didn't particularly like the color grading in this. I thought the dialogue that was given didn't feel authentic. I kind of understood what they were doing, you know, early on. I kind of knew that his best friend wasn't there. I knew that his wife was gonna cheat with his best friend, and I figured they would figure it out, you know, how we did. I felt like it could have been done just a little bit better, just with a little bit more editing. It was mostly the film's predictability that I had the most trouble with, but also the blurry edges. They were so terrible. I mean, not everybody hates it. Some people like it, but it wasn't in my taste. Okay, gotta go this way. Gonna get your grandma. Grandma. Okay, I had to get her away. One of the things that I was like, wait a minute, what? When he gets his son to say man down instead of I love you, I mean, I get the whole like password or like secret word thing. I get that, but man down, like, so he's gonna get out of his car every day and say, Dad, someone got shot. It just didn't feel, the ingenuineness of it came through most with the son. I didn't necessarily like it, but that doesn't mean you shouldn't go check it out. Check it out and let me know what you thought in the comments. If you've already seen it, definitely tell me below what you thought. But I'm personally one that loves timeline switching, so if you can do that well, I love it. But I felt like this one didn't really hold the multiple timelines together well enough, and really we needed a little bit more character development before we got into such a strenuous time. My name's Scott, you're watching Regular Veteran. I'll see you on the internet. Thanks for watching.